This is your video orientation to LJS 435 from the Schoenberg collection in the Kislak Center for Special Collections, Rare Books and Manuscripts in the University of Pennsylvania Libraries. This is a 15th century Arabic manuscript, and it is a treatise on surgery, actually a portion of one. It contains the second chapter, parts of the second chapter, and all of the third chapter of a 3-chapter treatise. And this particular treatise is the last of the 30 treatises. So it's just a small part of a much longer work. It contains a lot of illustrations of surgical instruments, and also it looks like some marginal notes there. The topics covered in the manuscript include incision, perforation, bloodletting, wounds, bone setting, dislocation, and sprain. And I'm sure the sort of instruments that are shown here, this looks like maybe bone cutting or perforating even there. A lot of great illustrations. It was written in 2 different hands, so there are 2 scribes who had some role to play in making this book. And I don't know if the scribes also drew the illustrations or not, or if there's a separate artist. I said it was 15th century. There's actually a colophon that specifies that the copy was completed in AH 869, which would be 1464 in the Western calendar. It is written on paper, and if we get a little further in, the paper is sometimes a little darker, so there's darker paper. And I don't know if the paper was originally darker like that. It looks like it might have aged, but it might also has always sort of looked like that. And this is interesting. It looks like you can see it in the choir structure. No? I don't know how that's happening. That's very interesting. It's every other page. I would want to maybe look at that because that's sort of interesting. Anyway. There's some more of these illustrations. Let's see. So that's the inside. The binding is very nice. Brown leather over pasteboard. It has a flap. There's this blind stamping here and on the back. And I don't know, it doesn't say if that's an original binding or a later binding, but it could be original. If you'd like to find out more about LJS 435, you can visit Franklin, where there's a complete description and also a link to the digital images. This has been your video orientation to LJS 435.